you is, are you ready to accept the call of a mentor?
Are we going here now, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we just had some date night tips. Connection is extremely important. You have to connect. Connection through dating is the best. Well, some people say, well, we can't afford to date in this economy, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, ice cream ain't but $1 if you get right at McDonald's. You know, go through the drive-thru and get an ice cream cone. So we talk about lunch dates, dinner dates, or when we say snacks, you know, get you some, we like fries and ice cream from McDonald's sometimes, you know. Get you some your favorite snacks or whatever the case is, and date. Have a lunch date. Doesn't have to be extravagant. You can meet somewhere, or then again, it can be, you know, dinner together, lunch together. Just the outings. Outings, we call outings anything that we're doing together, where we're grocery shopping. That's the outing. When we go to concerts, is an outing. Is an outing. We what else we do? I love Costco. You know, we'll go there.
Home Depot.
Home Depot is outings, or we might go sit in the park.
Yeah, somebody be like, Home Depot or Lowe's, how's that? Because my wife, in springtime, she loves to pick up gardening stuff or new flowers, and I love to watch her going to pick it up. I love to watch her going down the aisle at Costco. So it works for me. I'll push the cart. I'm good, baby. Go ahead. I'm not taking too long. Go right ahead. Yep. She's amazing. You know?
Yeah. So you wanna do something that you guys are doing together. Getaways, we call getaways when you're going away for the weekend. That's a getaway, 24 to 48 hours. You're just getting away, you know, a town over or something of that nature. You want to get out of your environment, and that's a getaway. You got to do that once every 3 months. Okay, once every 3 months is what our recommendation is. Every 90 days, you're going somewhere.
Every 60 to 90.
Go 60 to 90, okay.
Because
we look at our blocks, okay, January through March, what are we doing? You know, April through June, what are we doing? And so forth, so on and so forth. And vacations we say 1 to 2, because we say 1, you take as a couple. You just going on vacation.
And do not, if you got children, I don't care, the adult children or young children, don't feel bad because y'all take a vacation together, just y'all two. Do not feel bad about that. Find you a babysitter, whatever it takes, and take your vacation with your spouse. Go ahead.
The vacation is 4 to 7 days.
Yeah.
Vacation can't happen over the weekend. Nope. That's not a vacation.
And vacation is not going to see your aunt or your uncle. That ain't vacation.
Yes.
That's not vacation. Vacation is you and her somewhere hanging out by the beach, hanging out by the fishing pond, whatever it is, the lake, and then meeting some people while you're doing it. But it's me and her.
Mm-hmm. And then we say 2 because if you can take 2 vacations a year, it's optimal. The first one is just you and your spouse. The second one is with your family, you, your spouse, and your kids. Okay, so that's the optimal way we talk about how important this is for the connection that we're doing.
And if you don't have children at all, then I guess it's you and her, or you and him going again, or my wife said your family. You might have those. This is that time that you might hang out with some other couples or some families y'all like to hang out with. That's that other vacation right there.
Mm-hmm. That's another vacation. So it's extremely important to do these things because it creates connection. It creates like, I didn't know you get seasick on a cruise because you don't never go on a cruise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know?
I probably ain't gonna like to fly nowhere because I don't like airplanes. I ain't never been on a plane. We had some. I was in the car the other day and a guy told me, says, I'm gonna have to sit down and take me some time from work and put me some time in. So he had a bunch of time. Mm-hmm. And I said, good. I said, well, you should make sure you set up some time to get away from your house during that time. Get you a hotel somewhere. Even down here, I named a couple places. He said, hotels and them things. Ain't they more than $30, more than $40? Like, yeah. Yes. But he said, no, I'll just be good at home. No, you won't, because in the next 3 sentences he talked about he gonna catch up on some painting, some clean up work around the house. I'm going on vacation. I do whatever I want to do on vacation. We hang out. If we just want to lay by the pool, any of that stuff. That's what. But when you work so much, or y'all together, going back and forth in your work life and stuff like that. When you see a vacation and it's more than 4 to 7 days, up to 4 to 7 days at least, well, you'll start seeing you unwind, you're better for each other, you're better for your family, you're better for your children, all that stuff.
Yep. We had on our list museums. Most of them are free.
Yep.
So you can go and see those, things like that.
On those outings, yeah, museums and stuff like that. What else, man? What else we do on outings? Y'all give me some ideas. What other activities can you do on outings? Yes.
We like to go getaway cabins.
Ah.
We love to do cabins.
Yes,
Cabins.
Out in the wilderness, nobody's around.
And we ain't going at all.
So we have no TV, we have no choice but to connect with them.
Yeah,
No
that's
TV,
good.
no
So
Wi-Fi.
y'all become Tarzan and Jean up there then?
Yes,
And if y'all feel good with that, that should be y'all's getaway. That shouldn't be your outing. Because outings are the things that we do while we're out 2 hours away from here. We're going to take a little shopping trip. Getaways, we're going to get away. Now, I don't think she said the time. Getaways, we believe that those that take anywhere from 48 to 72 hours. That's a getaway.
Yeah,
You
well, I
did?
said 24 to 48.
Yeah, 24 to 48. But
Yeah.
when you get when you get to the 72 hours, that's 3 days. See, because the first 12 hours, we've tested this stuff, y'all. The first 12 hours, my wife, when she's on one of our getaways, her first 12 hours, she may sleep 6 of them. She may sleep 7 of them, just because her brain needs a mental rest. And I may sit and play online, or I might think of all the numbers that make me sense on land projects. That some people that's not rest, but that's when. And see, and then that next 12 hours into that first 24, you're like, hey, beautiful, hey, yeah. The second day into the 48 hours, you watch and see how your wife or your husband start kind of galloping when they get on. Hey, what's up? How you doing? It changes. If we can do 72 hours, we can get to day 3. Day 3, you'll get up, we'll go visit, so we'll go maybe look at around the stores and shop, stuff like that. And then we ain't telling y'all to go to day 4 on the getaway, we're telling you to get on back to reality. I'm just telling you, it gives y'all a chance to refuel with each other. Okay?
And some of these will require you to talk about this. Like, what do you want to get away to? What do you want to do for a vacation? You want to have that that discussion. One time, can't remember. I think it was in the summer, a couple summers ago. We did a getaway. I think we were doing something else in Ohio. It had to be. We can't just go to Ohio for nothing. But we went to. I love the Christmas Story movie. That's one of my favorite Christmas movies. They have a Christmas Story house in Cleveland. The house that they filmed in and everything. He found out that you can stay in the house. He booked it. I don't know how much it cost. To this day, I don't know how much it cost.
I don't want to tell you either.
But it was a getaway only because we only spent one night and then we had to go do business in Ohio. But it was enough for me, and I stayed up all night trying to take in all I could from that house, and I was so blessed by it because we stayed in the house. The next morning you had to check out at a certain time. You look out the window, the top window, you look out the window, and there were people in line waiting to get in the house.
That we had bought for the day.
They get to walk in and look at it, but we got to stay in it. I'm like, look at me. Look at me. So it's just knowing what your spouse likes and loves, and how we can kind of communicate with that. I took him to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
He kept talking about Myrtle Beach. I said, I'm taking you to Myrtle Beach in February. I'm like, oh, please let it be some sun. Because he loves sun. His birthday's in February, so there's not much sun in February except in the Caymans.
Unless I'm in the Caymans.
Unless he's in the Caymans. We got to bring him to the Caymans for his birthday.
Yep.
But took him one time, he got hooked. Now he talk about it. Him and my daughter talk about it all the time. So it's just knowing what your spouse likes and kind of communicating that as well. So you said cabins. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You go ahead.
I was talking about. You said cabins, no Wi-Fi, no TV.
No Wi-Fi, no TV.
That's connection there. You gotta talk. Play games.
We have
Play board
really
games.
deep conversations though.
I'm good.
Gotta do some board games.
Now that's in Texas. Y'all do that?
Yeah, there we've been only in Texas so far.
Okay.
I'm
sure they got 'em.
They love our Airbnb when
Oh yeah.
board
It's a TV.
games.
It's a
Yeah,
TV.
but we take it as board games in there. That's what people get a chance to do. Yeah.
What about y'all? anything that you think you might want to do that you like doing?
We definitely like exploring. So for me, I like adventure. And Sally's learning the USA, being here. So
So you got some things to show her. Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yolanda, you live on an island, so you don't count.
Yeah.
You live on an
I
island.
watch
You
the
live on-
sunsets.
Yes.
Good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Oh man, don't get me started about
I have
that
a
island.
You mentioned that you guys sit down and look at your calendar.
Yeah.
How do y'all plan out? Do y'all plan your whole date nights out? Like book
That's
out
good.
time for the year,
All right.
or
Let me date night part. Now my wife, some exercises we do, she'll bring out calendars so to take out your
I
phone.
didn't bring it today.
What we suggest, date nights and date days should be once a week. Meaning find out together, discussion, what is our best day that we can just get away for a couple hours and have a date? And that may be lunch, that may be going over her job, his job, I don't know. That might be going out to get do some work on a Thursday night. I'm doing some hangout time, meaning when I say work, meaning picking up some stuff from Lowe's because it's springtime, something like that. But you count it out, not so much as the days, but the day of the week that we're gonna do our date night on, date day. Because date nights, people think that date nights can only be a night. It can be a date day, if that's what's best for y'all schedule. We used to have our days because our kids I would take off. And my wife would tell our kids at school, and that's when we knew we had 6 hours right there while they at school. And so,
and let me add this to your question, to your answer, babe. Once you set it in your heart that this is what we want to do, God can do the rest.
Yeah.
We find ourselves on date days and like, did God do it again? He just gave us a date.
Yeah.
He gave us a span of time that we couldn't get to all week maybe. And all of a sudden, we sitting somewhere having lunch or whatever. He said,
and
nobody did it again.
It's nobody we give him credit for it every single time because we took 2 years purpose in our heart to have a date day or date night. And once we get now we forget a date day or date night. God still does it for us every week. It's just like, how did that happen? That is amazing because he's amazing like that. I had something I want to touch on that. Another thing is, don't just assume that you know what he likes to do on a date, or she likes to do on a date. Well, an easy way to do that is put 5 cups out. And then both of y'all write down 5 things you wouldn't mind doing on a date, on your date day. That could be ice hockey. We'll put that in the cup, fold it up. His might be just sitting reading a book. Now this is not him, this is us. But that's the idea he has, put in the cup. Hers might be, I heard you mention that she's not in Kenya now, but yours might be, Sally might want to do something from Kenya that she learned in Kenya on the date day. So we don't just assume that you put that in a cup. Yours might be, you know what? I'd like to take a venture out and see what it's like to explore this park over here. And it might sound crazy to your spouse, but that's why we're together. And you put that in the cup. Yours might be, you said the sunsets. My wife really fascinated about sunrises and sunsets, and I could care less about it, honestly. But I make it my business when we're in some strange place that we hadn't been, that we hadn't stayed. I'm up really early and I see the sun coming up. And I remember being in the Caymans one time, and I woke her up so she could catch this. And it just wasn't, but I saw the look on her face like, man, I'm gonna wake her up every day, every time I see one. Now I gotta do it every time I'm away. One time we was somewhere in the mountains, and I was up, and I looked, and the sun was coming up over. I don't know how it was coming up over the mountain, but I got up, she's like,
fascinating.
ooh-wee. So find out, but if you take a bucket, is what I call a bucket, and you put 5 things in that we each would want to do. Now you don't say, okay, what do you want to do, and what do you know? Take a set of clock.
Get 1 jar.
Get 1 jar. Get 5 ones and put them in there to 1 jar, and you write down 5 things that you wouldn't mind doing on a date. You write down 5. Don't ask what would you like. No. Say what I would like to see us doing on some of our dates, and watch to see how that thing comes out.
So then you pull.
And then you pull. Now we sitting around trying to figure out what we're gonna do on date night. Oh no, it's cool.
Yep.
What? We going ice skating today? Yep. Don't be telling me that was you. You made it. No.
Yep.
She should have 5 different things she wouldn't mind doing on date night, and I should have 5 different ones. We might have 1 or 2 that end the line up sometime, but it's not my time now to judge her. It's my chance to get in there and figure out something new, do something new with her that I would have tried. My wife, on one of our anniversaries, she came with iFly. She wanted to jump out of a plane. Wait.
Fake plane.
Fake plane. But I was like, wait. But then I talked to some pilots, and iFly is these huge places, and someone said this is as real as you can get to jumping out of an airplane without having to jump out of a plane for real. But it changed my life. And then I said, babe, come on. And so a lot of times,
You ain't got to go up there.
I was like, you ain't got to do that. I ain't even got to watch you do that. Come back here. But that's what she wanted to do, and she did it too. So I'm telling you, put yourself in. Use the empathy part when it comes to date days and date nights. I hope that helps. The other thing is
climbing lighthouses.
Lighthouse, my wife's favorite.
I love Lighthouse.
I don't know why she's so excited. Lighthouse. So every major state or country you go to, if they say they're known for lighthouses, we're gonna find a way. I'm gonna find a way to get it.
We got one in Cayman, so.
Did I
Yes,
see
ma'am.
it? I didn't see it, did I?
No, you guys didn't get time.
I think he took me to that side of the island. I saw it in the distance though.
You did?
I saw
I think I
it.
did.
We saw
But
it.
she didn't. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
But she didn't.
Oh, yeah, because
It's on the other side.
Yeah. But we didn't see it and go. I like to try to find a way to get her to stay in the
No, that's there.
to be able to. She wants to climb lighthouse. One time we climbed all the way to the top of the lighthouse on our 23rd wedding anniversary, and we went there not too long ago. We went up to
About 2 months ago.
Yeah, about 2 months ago, and climbed it again because it's something she loves to do. We've been to different islands and gone to the lighthouse. One time I was on a fishing boat, and the lighthouse that we normally see from a road, you have to be in a certain place. This guy took me on the boat. I said, man, my wife loves lighthouses. That one, and he said, come on, get you close. He took me by his boat so I can get pictures to bring back to her. She was excited. Now, she wouldn't want to go out in the water to get to that one, but I brought it to her.
Yeah.
I was in Spain one time and had a lighthouse. I said, man, my wife would love this. So I sent pictures. I think I'm going to take her back to that one, though. So we find out what each other likes to do. We had an identity before we met each other, but now here, experience, I want to climb the highest mountain. Come on. All right, I'm either go with you or I'm going to stand down here and wait while you climb and look at you and take pictures of it. Something we're going to do, if it's going to put me in height issues, then we don't want to put them in, but we want to know what each other thinks for a date. The other thing is, I'm probably not going to play that, but we take date nights on favorite songs. We have favorite songs that we've measured timelines before that we were listening to the same music.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, before we even met each other, and we sometimes we'll sit around and turn around and be vibing for the same music. You used to like that too? You used to like that? That's how you. And we've learned it over 30-something years of marriage that man, we was liking the same thing. And so then and our kids, they done been around us so much. When we play old school songs, you'll see all of them. We done heard their playlist. Y'all, how do you got that? How do you know that song? Mom and Dad, we grew up in y'all's house. So we take that. We'll get some ice cream. And then we'll play our favorite songs, and then we'll dance in the middle of the room. Whatever is a date that me and her can connect. You gotta remember, dates are times for y'all to connect.
Yep, times of connection. Any questions about date days, getaways, vacations, connection, lunch, dinner? Don't forget the snacks. I love popcorn. We talking about that.
Yeah.
Love popcorn.
I wanted to see which slide was it the breakout was on. Did you did the breakout?
Oh, okay. So we're gonna take a 5-minute break, and we'll come back. Thank you for listening to our podcast today, The Call of a Mentor. If you'd like to leave a positive comment, or if you'd like to be on our show, please give us a call at 757-737-8714, or you can drop us a text message. You can also email us at communityservant85@yahoo.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
The Call of a Mentor is a production of MarriageMAPP Ministries and EOVBAA in association with Overwhelming Victory Radio. Our executive producers are Dwight and Angela McDowell and Dr. Greg Glenville, with Andrew Fouts as our associate producer. To find out more about Overwhelming Victory Radio or to listen to any of our sister podcasts, visit overwhelmingvictory.org.